we must help developing countries to adapt to the damaging consequences of climate change that are going to happen, unfortunately, regardless of what we do. Finally, we need to create space to encourage and enable communities to come up with their own solutions. This is the case also in developing countries, but it is similarly the case here in the UK. Yes, we need the government to take a lead, but it is the responsibility of all of us. And good ideas often come from communities rather than just from government. I think of one example in Brent, one woman called Lorraine who felt so frustrated at the consequences of climate change and so frustrated that people weren't prepared to act, that she designed a new system called Green Zones, which has now become adopted right across Brent. What she did was to go door to door and to talk to her neighbours on her road. It's a relatively small road, but with her efforts, she's managed to dramatically raise the amount of recycling that happens on that road, dramatically raise the amount of composting that happens on that road. You know, she's given people tomato plants and persuaded them to plant them, and yes, it may be a small thing, but sometimes it's those small things that actually change people's attitudes towards growing their own food, changes their attitudes towards feeling that they can take action. Small things like what they've done in Camden, for example, by persuading people in estates to plant fruit trees in the areas in the middle of estates, so that they feel that they can in some way play a part. There are things that they can do. We all have a role to play, but I hope that the government will consider the key role that they have to play, and particularly before the Copenhagen conference later this year. We don't have time to waste another international meeting and to junk it for a later meeting because we can't face tackling it now.